the charge will be, the cost will be in two ways actually. You need to pay for the storage and you need to pay for the compute virtual warehouse. So this is the way they are going to charge you guys. Is this clear or not? So this is minimum $25 you need to pay if you are using, if you are not using. Suppose if you are using, you started to load the data, so you need to pay $40 per TB. If you use 500 GB, then it will be divided into that part. So like that it will go. So this is about the pricing details on your hardware resources and your storage component. Clear or not?
Yes.
Yeah. So these are the these are the different virtual warehouse sizes. These are the different virtual warehouse sizes. So these are the credits. These credits are very much important. So based on these credits, they have already defined. Boss, if you created your virtual warehouse with the medium size, so in this case, we are going to allocate you 4 credits per hour and then 4 into, so based on the addition and then the $2.7 like that they are going to charge you. So this is very much important. You have to understand what is the different size of warehouse sizes and what are the credits, how they are going to start pricing on you. So this is about the pricing. This is about the pricing. If you have any doubts in the understanding on the pricing, just let me know. We will discuss and then we will proceed further. If you are clear, just confirm me. Then we will discuss next topics. And also, always I am trying to tell you, please make a note somewhere as a running note. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Guys, clear or not clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Then we'll go to discuss the different editions are available in the Snowflake. Different editions. We have 4 editions actually: standard, enterprise, business critical, virtual private. So I'm repeating once again. So you need to make a note also. So we have a standard edition, we have an enterprise edition, we have a business critical edition, we have a virtual private edition. So these are the 4 types of editions we have in Snowflake. In general or in projects, we are using this business critical. Edition for our business purpose. We are using this business critical for our business purpose in our companies. Then we'll see what are the options are available, what are the different benefits or great features are available in the each editions. The standard is very basic edition. Here, whatever the data is you are going to store, that is in a encryption format. Time travel is up to 1 day. Now, the time travel is one of the great feature in Snowflake. What is the meaning of the time travel? Time travel means, suppose already I have explained in very first class, but let me repeat that one. Time travel nothing but if the data is modified from the table, so after modification of the data from the table, so you came to know that, so this is not the whatever you have done the modification, then that is not that is not a good modification. You need to restore the original data into your table. So in such scenario, in Snowflake has provided you an option, the time travel option. Nothing but you can go back to the history of the table, and then you can bring the original data and restore the original data to table. So in the standard edition, this history will be available for only one day. So suppose if you crossed, no, if you done the modification to the table today 6 o'clock, till tomorrow 6 o'clock, you can able to go to the history of the table and then bring the original data and then restore the data. It will available for only one day. If you cross that one day, then it is not possible. And then what about the disaster recovery? Disaster recovery, nothing but suppose if databases go offline, then you can able to bring that into online. What about this data share? Data share nothing but a secure data share. So you can able to share the data between the Snowflake accounts. This is about your standard edition. Coming to the enterprise edition, whatever the features are available in the standard, that will be available. That is very basic. Second one is multi-cluster warehouse. Yesterday we have discussed single warehouse and then multi-cluster warehouse. In standard edition only you can work with a single warehouse. This enterprise edition will be supporting the multi-cluster warehouse also. This time travel in enterprise edition will be there for 90 days. In case of standard, time travel will be available only one day. In case of enterprise, time travel option will be allowed till 90 days. So this is a great feature actually. So suppose 90 days means if you have done your modifications today, till 90 days, if you want to bring the data, then it will be available for the 90 days. So within the time, any time you can able to go back to the history of the table and then bring the data. And then next, what is this materialized views? Materialized views, one of the concept in Snowflake, which is used to improve improve the performance of your SQL query. Suppose your select statement is taking around 5 seconds to return the data. On top of that, if you create a materialized view, then you can able to bring the data in within 1 second. The beauty of this materialized view is it will improve the performance of your SQL query. Where your SQL query is taking 1 minute, but your materialized view will give the result within a fraction of seconds. So that is the great benefit of your materialized view. Search optimization, column level security, these things are provided in enterprise option. In business critical, so whatever the features are available in the enterprise edition, by default that will be there. Additionally, all the objects, all the things are encrypted everywhere. All the options, whatever you are going to create the objects, those are encrypted everywhere in the internally. We can't see those encryption and all, but internally it is happening. So that is a great feature. What already enterprise edition has the so many features. Those features are available with the business critical plus this data encryption everywhere, and then failover and then disaster recovery. So failover and then disaster recovery, nothing but if your database is crash, and then you can able to bring that database into online. So this is the great feature in the business critical edition. What about the virtual private? All business critical features are available in the virtual private, and then the extra is you need to create a separate environment, separate servers for different environments. Suppose if you are maintaining QA server, if you are maintaining testing server, if you are maintaining dev server, if you are maintaining production server, so for that you need to create a separate servers in your virtual private. So this is about your Snowflake editions, guys. Any doubts in this? These are some theoretical parts. You will get the interview questions. What are the different types of editions are available in Snowflake and explain them. And also you will get the what is warehouse, what is multi-clustering warehouse, and what is the Snowflake architecture, how many layers are there, what are the functionality of those architecture. Can you explain all those things? These are the theoretical concepts. So you have to, for sure, you have to remember, understand, and explain thoroughly. Whatever we are discussing in the sessions, if you understand that and explain clearly whatever we have discussed here, that is 100%, 1000% more than enough, guys. That's why I am asking you. I will share you the note. I will share you the note along with me. You also prepare your some points in your notes, so that you will check the material and then you will check the note. So you will become a comfortable. If you get any doubts, again you will come back to me and we will discuss on the same topic, so that you will become a comfortable. So that you will become a comfortable. So this is about the additions, guy. Any doubts? Let me know. Any doubts? Let me know. Just open your mouth, guys.
No, sir, but I wanted to know in a typical real-time environment or a real-time project, um, typically a dev or QA or a production environment, what are the additions might be there? I mean, will be there. Whether the dev will be having only standard edition or whether the QA having enterprise edition only or the production might.
Usually in our real scenarios, in our organization, we all are using business critical for all the requirements.
Okay.
Next question. If you don't have any questions, then we'll move into another topic to discuss.
No, sir. Understood.
Fine. Yeah, then we'll go. How to connect to Snowflake. Web user interface. Second one is NoSQL through the DOS command. Through the DOS command. So we can able to connect your Snowflake. You can able to connect your Snowflake using your web user interface, or using Snowflake, or NoSQL using DOS command. And also apart from this, we have some other options also, but majorly we are using these two options only. Some other options also available, JDBC drivers, ODBC drivers, those things and all. But in real time scenarios, as per my experience, we have used only these two options. Only these two options. Then web, as part of our regular classes, daily we are using this web user interfaces, this NoSQL and then DOS command things. We will be having the one session how do we use this NoSQL. Then now we'll see how to create the Snowflake account. How to create the Snowflake account. Fine. You need to follow the steps and create yourself. And then we'll explore what are the options are available in your Snowflake account. Then go to Google. So here, make a note somewhere. Snowflake.com. Snowflake.com. Guys, have you make a note? Snowflake.com.
Yes.
I need confirmation from all. because you need to create account from your end. This is the free account. This is a free account. It will be available for the 1 month. You can practice in that environment. You can practice in that environment. You need to create. You can create, which is very easy step. You can.
Yes. So square brackets, if we enclose, it will become a list. And if I use a parenthesis, and we are going to call it as an H tuple. And whenever I use a curly brackets, we are going to be getting, which is going to be something what we are going to call it as an a set object, what we can call it as. So for a normal, if I show the same example to a C programmer, tell me if I said X equals to this much, what is the type of the object it is? He cannot say about that in C language, because C programming, Java programming, we are having an habit of writing list, tuple, set, something we have to use the keywords actually. But in Python, you don't use any keywords actually. Yes. X equals to square brackets, Y is equals to some parentheses, Z is equals to curly braces. It will automatically becomes a set. But it does not preserve the order actually, guys, and it is going to accept only unique values only. Being the order is not preserved, so indexing and slicing is going to be not allowed on this particular set objects actually, guys. Indexing and slicing is going to be not allowed on the this particular object what we are going to be gets doing this actually, guys. Okay, so that is going to be the concept of how we are going to be gets working with the set object. But we have a number of methods are there, guys, but nothing is there. Only thing is I have to just do some practice on that. It will take some time, but otherwise it is going to be a very simple techniques only, guys. Let me create the set objects. How do you create the set objects actually, guys? Let us say S1 equals to, for example, guys, just we have to use a curly brackets. Just use the curly brackets actually, guys. 20, 10, again a 20, 30, 10. Let us say 30 again, 20, 40, whatever the data you give, you can give it actually, guys. Just I'm giving some few values actually, guys. So don't think that I have given some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 values. If I print the value of S1, see whatever the output we are going to get it actually, guys. See the S1 actually, guys. 40, 10, 20, and 30. Even if I said length of S1 actually, guys, length of S1 is not going to be 11. I given 11 elements, but when I said length of the S1, you can see that there are going to be only 4 elements are there, because it will take only the unique values only we can take it. If you have any doubt, I told you guys, use the function called as an type function. What is the type of the S1? It is clearly saying that it is a set object. That's it, guys. Just very simple. It is S1. What is going to be the S1 here now? It is a list object. So what is the length of the S1? Instead of giving 11, we are getting only 4 only. Why it is only 4? Why? Because this we know that it is going to be a collection of only unique elements only what we can see. And what is the first point I told you guys? Indexing and slicing is not allowed. So S1 of which is going to be 2. This is not allowed actually, guys. Set object is not subscriptable. We cannot subscript it actually, guys. We cannot. Subscripting is also nothing but we are getting, you know, what is meaning of subscripting actually, guys. So getting some part of them, which is not possible. Even slicing is also not allowed actually, guys. Slicing, indexing is not allowed as of the set object, because the main reason is they are not following any particular order. In a list, if I give some values, I know that I have given 10 at second index. If you ask second index starting from second index, we can get it actually. But here it is not maintaining any indexes at all, and it does not maintain any order at all. So slicing, indexing is not allowed actually. Yes. Okay.
Then what's the use of sets? There is no indexing, no slicing.
There is no
there
indexing means
order
see.
preservation.
No. It's not like that actually. Why do you require a set object is? I told you yesterday also I told you one point. These are going to be some of the what we can say is these are the basic things which we have to learn as part of the list. I'm not saying that they are not used. I'll tell you like why we are not going to use this and etc. Why do you use it? But just for a timing, let me explain that. So as I told you that in Python, the list, tuple, sets, dictionaries, these are the basic data structures. So that is the reason why you have to, if you're learning Python means at least some basics we have to learn it actually. Why do you use it actually? Why do you use it means I can explain that. I can explain it, but the things are like you may not understand the things actually. Just let me show you that application actually. Don't worry, because being you have been asked for like why we are going to be using that. I'll show you some practical application for that. I cannot explain the concept because you really don't know what is. I really don't know what I am explaining that, but I can just explain the things. Like try to understand it a little bit carefully. So let us say that basically why do you require here is, you know the set operations, no? Like we have the concept of intersection concept, we know that actually. So intersection can be applied only whenever it is a set object. On list, we cannot say, I cannot find intersection between two lists. We cannot find the intersection between two tuples actually. Now, just an example, I have some kind of an I have some values are there, guys. Some random numbers are there actually. Just an example. I'll take some random numbers one actually, guys. Some it is having some values like some 20. Let us say we have a 15, we have a 25, we have 11, 16, 18, 17, 43. Some you may have also repeated numbers also. Does not matter. Let us say 44. Just a second, guys. Actually, white is blinking. Let me just give me a second. See, whenever the values are very small in numbers, we can easily identify that. But whenever the numbers are very large in numbers, we cannot do it actually, guys. Like something like 44 and some 56 and something like we have some 34, 32, something is the data. I have another set of random numbers are there. Like for example, 17, something like 8, something like 20, let us say 44, let us say 57, and 35, we have a 34, and we have 23, we have a 25. Some numbers are there actually. Now, sometimes it may be required. That means why do you use it means later I'll tell you. We don't have that many simple values actually. Yes. But I want to find out how many common values are there between these two random numbers actually. Manually, it's a little bit confusion actually. It's a time taking process. 20 is there and maybe something like 34. I think I have written 34. 34 is going to be there. And even there may be 44 also it is going to be there. Something like that. I want to find out some common values between them. So in that cases, we are going to convert these random numbers to one set object. And I'll convert this random two to the another set object. And then I'll find out the intersection between them. But why do you use it means when you go for machine learning applications, I'll tell you that actually. In machine learning concepts, we'll discuss it actually, because in machine learning, what we will do is we are going to do some kind of an testing. We are going to do it actually. So this is going to be my test sample 1 and this is going to be my test sample 2. So in test sample 1, test sample 2, at least how many samples are getting repeated? 3 samples are getting repeated actually. Maybe out of 10 samples, 3 samples are repeated. That means 30 samples, 30% of the samples are getting repeated actually. So to make you understand that, I'll use this set objects, we are going to use it. But 1 or 2 times only, throughout your machine learning, 1 or 2 times only we have to use it. But if you want to using for one time also, we have to know the concept. So that is the reason why we are discussing about that, right? Okay. Right, guys. Okay, so later we'll see them 1 or 2 times we are going to use them. I'll explain that, like where do you use a set object actually. Okay. Now let us come to the methods actually, guys. Let us come to the methods. First, I'll tell you some methods which you can understand it easily. After that, I'll tell you some other methods which are different from the list and the tuples actually, guys. So one more thing actually, guys. It's a mutable object only. Set is a mutable object, guys. Means you can modify them. Modify them means you can add some elements. You can remove the elements, whatever you want, we can do it actually, guys. First one, which is going to be nothing but the method is going to be how do you add the elements actually, guys. Normally in list we have append, we have an append, we have an extend, and we have something called as an insert. But in the list we are in the sets we are having a method called as an add object actually, guys. Add is a method and just give the value actually, guys. But where it will be generally, why it is not append? You may get a doubt, sir. Why it is not append then? Why it is not append means generally appending means it is at the end. But here in set object, we can't say that it will be appended at the end actually, guys. We can't say that it will be appended at the end actually. That's the reason we don't say that append and extend. Even in insert also, insert is based on the index concept. I want to insert before the second index. I want to insert before the sixth index. But here indexing does not work actually, guys. So it is going to be add. So what is add is going to do actually, guys? It is going to add the value to the set actually. But one small problem actually, guys. If the value is already existing, simply it does not do anything. It does not raises any error also actually, guys. Because we know that the elements must be unique. If already 10 was there, if we try to add a one more time 10, it does not throws any error saying that 10 was already there, 10 was already not there. It does not raises any error actually, guys. Sets are mutable. Yes, absolutely. Sets are mutable. Just now I told you the point. No? Just now I told you the point actually, guys. They are going to be immutable objects. Sets are going to be mutable objects actually, guys. Okay, fine. Add the value to the set, but I can't say that where it is going to be appended actually, guys. And I think so I need not to tell you about what is clear actually, guys. Same, clear is going to be common actually, guys. Some methods are common actually, guys. But they will work with respect to that object only. It will work actually. Clear. You know what is a clear actually, guys? Clears all the elements from the set. All the elements from the set it is going to remove actually, guys. Same as it is, we are having some option called as an remove actually, guys. Think a little bit carefully, guys. Remove is going to be based on value based actually, guys, right? It is going to be value based actually. While I'm discussing about the list, I told you what is the remove method is going to do, guys. In list object, same element may be there for multiple times. That's why it will remove only the first occurrence. But in set object, it is only one time available. The value is not duplicated. It is going to be only unique values only. So I cannot say that first occurrence, second occurrence. I cannot say this actually, guys. Remove, you know this actually, guys. Remove is going to, it does not return anything, guys. Add won't return anything. Clear won't return anything. Remove also won't return anything, guys. What it is going to do, guys, remove the given values or removes the given value from the list. Given value from the list. And we know this from the set actually, guys. But you know one point, this value must and should, it must be there actually, guys. If the value is not there, it will raise us an error actually. The value must and should, it must be there. If the value is not existing, if value does not exist, or if value is not in the list, if the value is not in the list, then it is going to be raised as an error actually, guys. An error will be raised. Here there is one small a method which is speciality here actually, guys. That is, we have a method what we are going to call it as discard. It is going to be discard actually, guys. What is a discard is going to do, guys? Discard is going to be nothing but same as a remove actually, guys. But difference is, if the value is not existing in the list, sorry guys, not in the list, it is not in the set. It is going to be not an error. So it is going to be no error if value is not in the list or value is not present. That means it does not make any noise at all. What is remove is going to do? If remove value, if the value is there, it does not make any noise. That means noise means generally I'm talking about that. It does not raise us any error. But whenever the value is not there, immediately it throws an error actually, guys. Error is a noise in our, normally error is always a noise actually for us, guys. Whenever we talk about a discard, discard says that if the value is present, I will remove. If the value is not present, I don't do anything actually, guys. If the value is there, it will remove. If the value is not there, it does not do anything. Discard is not like this actually, guys. So remove is not like that actually. If the value is present, it will remove it. If the value is not present, it will raise as an exception actually, guys. One error will come actually, guys. So similarly, the same way, guys, but with a small changes, what we can do. For adding, only one add method, guys. But for removing, we have clear, we have remove, we have a discard, we have a pop also actually, guys. But pop does not takes any index, guys. Pop does not takes any index because in set objects, we can't remove any based on the index actually, because we cannot point to the index actually, guys. What is pop is going to do actually, guys? Remove and return. You know this actually, guys. It will remove as well as it will return actually, guys. An arbitrary number. It's going to be arbitrary actually, guys. It is going to be some arbitrary. So it is going to be something like left to right, right to left. It is going to remove the values. So we don't say that. That means it will all normally list will always remove only the last element -1. But here it is not like this actually, guys. From left to right, it will remove the elements actually. So that kind of an exception, that kind of an application is what we are going to be using as of the pop method actually, guys. So add, clear, remove, discard, pop. These are the some of the common methods, guys. Only pop is going to return a value actually, guys. Remaining add won't return, clear won't return, remove won't return, discard won't return. Even there is a copy method is there actually, guys. But I'm not discussing about copy. I told you. Even in list also I didn't discuss it the copy. In tuple anyhow we don't have a copy method, guys. But in set objects also copy method I'm not discussing. Almost nothing is there, guys. Some concepts which you already studied. Some concepts are going to be mathematical techniques actually, guys. There are the mathematical techniques. Add, clear, remove, discard, pop, guys. These are the some of the methods. First, let me finish off this, guys, and then we'll go to the next methods actually, guys. These are your S1 actually, guys. I can say S1 dot, which is going to be the first method itself is going to be nothing but, guys, it is add actually, guys. It is add actually, add of 50. We cannot say that very clearly, guys. Add an element to the list. See the documentation, guys. Add and sorry, not a list. It is going to be set actually, guys. Generally in a flow, we are getting it actually. But sir, where it is added actually, guys? I can't say that 50 will be added only at the end actually, guys. S1 dot, which is going to be add of 60, guys. I cannot say that beside the 50 only, the 60 is also going to be added actually, guys. 60 is going to be added somewhere actually, guys. S1 dot, it is again an add, which is going to be nothing but it's a 70 actually. Where it is going to be gets added actually, guys. 50 here, 60 here, 70 here actually, guys. What is the length of the S1 actually? It is going to be right now, it is 7. That's it actually, guys. So we can add up the elements as you require. If you want to clear, guys, you can do the clear actually. You know what is clear actually, guys? Remove all the elements from this set. I want to remove it actually, guys. I can say remove actually, guys. What is going to be remove actually, guys? Get it very clearly. Remove an element from a set. It must be a member. It is clearly saying that it must be a member. You know what is meaning of it must be a member? Must ensure it must be a member actually. S1 dot remove of 70. I can't say that first occurrence, second occurrence actually, guys. Why? Because this 70 is available only for one time. Okay, before going to that, I didn't execute it, guys. 70 is already there. S1 dot, which is going to be add of 70. One more time, if I add up 70, nothing it will do, guys. It does not throws any error also. How many times you do it also, it does not throws any error at all actually, guys. But don't think that it has been adding the 70 for multiple times. It is there only for one time only. It won't add it for multiple times. Now I can say S1 dot, which is going to be remove of, which is going to be 70. 70 was removed actually, guys, but it didn't return any value back. Whenever I said S1 dot, which is remove of again 70, this time 70 was not there, but remove will makes a noise if the value is not there. It's a key error. So I can say that the key was not found, which is 70 actually, guys. Same example, if I said S1 dot, if I said discard actually, guys. See the different actually, guys. Remove an element from a set. If it is a member, it is not saying that it must be a member. In the earlier case, when I said remove, it is saying that it must be a member. But it is saying that if it is a member, I will remove. If it is not a member, I don't do anything actually, guys. Try to say 70 once again, guys. Don't think that it has been got removed. It may be removed, it may not be removed. I said 40 actually, guys. 40 was removed. Again, if I said S1 dot, again discard of 40, it does not throws any error actually. It does not throws any error. But if you say, if I say, sorry guys. If I said S1 dot remove of 40 actually, guys, 40 was already removed. We are getting an error actually, guys. So it must be a member. It may be a member. If it is there, I will remove. If it is not there, I'm not going to do anything actually, guys. This is going to be nothing but this one actually, guys. And you know what is pop actually, guys? Can you observe carefully, guys? Removes and returns an arbitrary set element. Raises a key error if the set is empty. Don't give any input actually, guys. Do you remember when I said x dot, x is a list actually, guys. If I said x dot, x is a list actually, guys. If I said x dot remove, you are getting a value actually. Even whenever I said which is going to be x dot, what I'm talking about, pop actually, guys. If I don't give any value, default value is going to be -1 actually, guys. Index will be -1. That means if I don't give it, default is last element actually, guys. But here it is not like that. If I said s1.pop, it is not taking any arguments, guys. Don't give any -1. You will get an error. Pop takes no arguments, but you have been given 1. So it is an error actually, guys. If I said x.pop actually, guys. Now you can see once. Let me show you s1 here. Now you say s1.pop actually, guys. So it is going to be removed basically from first element. That means from as of now, let's left to right. Again, s1.pop. You know, pop will return some output actually, guys. 50 was removed, and then 20 was removed, then 60 was removed, and then it is going to be 30 was removed actually, guys. Now again, if we said s1.pop, it will throw an error because there are no more elements from the list actually. So it is saying that pop from an empty list actually. S1. So what is the length of the S1 actually? Right now it is 0 actually. What is type of S1? There is no change. It is still a list, still a set only. This is your S1 actually, guys. Again, if you want S1 dot add, at a time you cannot add multiple elements, guys. 10 S1 dot, which is add of 20. For list we can add up them, guys. But for set we can't add it actually. S1 dot 30, S1 dot, which is add of, which is going to be nothing but it's a 40 actually, guys. So this is the data, what we can see with the data, guys. So these are the some of the methods which are basically knows actually, guys. Once again, add, clear, copy. I told you guys, I'm not discussing as of now. Discard, I told you guys, discard. Discard is I told you. Apart from that, pop I told you, remove I told you actually, guys. Remaining are different methods. It's very easy, very simple actually, guys. There are very easy and very simple methods actually, guys. Okay. So once again, I have been got discussed about the methods associated with the list. Sorry, the methods associated with the set objects. I have been got discussed about that. Just a second. Yep. So these are the methods what we have it actually. These are common things. Add, clear, remove, discard, pop. These are common methods actually, guys. Now there are methods which are special, which are going to be speciality in the list set actually, guys. You can't see the methods in any other. That means you don't find it in any other objects. We cannot find it actually, guys. What are those? What are going to be those objects actually, guys? Here ascending, okay. Actually ascending, descending orders. Generally we have a method is there actually, guys. That means we have a function is there, not ascending, descending. It is going to be nothing but it is going to be the S7, what we can see with the data. There is a method is there is a function is there actually, guys. Sorted of S1. You can see sorted can be used on list, tuple, sets, anywhere you can use it actually. It is working. But see the output, what we can observe carefully, guys. You see the output, what we can see it actually, guys. S1 I have given as an input as a set, but sorry, as a set, but outcome is coming like n, which is going to be nothing but it's a list object. It is coming actually. So this is going to be sorted actually, guys. One point I didn't discuss it, guys. What is iterable? I have been not yet discussed, but see the output actually, guys. Returns a new list. That means the set is getting converted into list containing all the elements from the interval in an ascending object. It is going to be returning actually. We can do it, but it is no more a set. It is going to be converting into list. Sir, can I convert again into set? Absolutely, you can convert it actually, guys. Okay, we'll see them. We'll see the application. How to convert a set into text, set into list, list into set. How to convert them? We'll see the applications. Okay. Fine, guys. Okay, and I forgot to set the option actually, guys, to everyone. So, guys, if you have any doubts, please, when you're testing anything, please send it to everyone, guys, so that everybody can see what I'm discussing about that. Right, guys. So this is going to be about the basic methods actually, guys. Now, whatever the methods I am going to be discussing, they are going to be completely, which is going to be special for the set objects actually, guys. It is going to be nothing but a kind of a speciality, a special functionalities for your set objects actually, guys. Which is nothing but we do it in our mathematics now, guys. It is going to be nothing but in mathematics. We know that actually set objects, sets we are going to be gets talking about that. So what are going to be that kind of an options actually, guys? One of the common methods are going to be nothing but, let us imagine that there are two sets are there actually, guys, S1 and S2. I want to find the intersection. You know what is going to be intersection between the two values actually, guys? It is S1. How do you do it actually, guys? S1 dot, it is intersection of S2. So we know what is meaning of intersection between two elements actually, guys. S1 dot intersection with S2. What it is going to returns, we know this actually, guys. It is going to returns the common elements actually. What are the elements which are commonly available in S1 dot S2, S1 and S2, it is going to returns. And hope you remembered it is union actually, guys. Union of S2 actually. Same techniques, guys. Intersection and it is union, guys. You know what is going to be union is going to returns actually, guys. It is going to be returns the elements of both elements from both S1 and the S2 actually. It is not common values actually, guys. I'll show you some examples what I can show you actually. And what exactly we are having, if you remember, minus actually, guys, we'll call it as minus. In mathematics, you call it as minus. Here we are going to call it as a difference actually, guys. It's what we are going to call it as a difference actually, guys. You know what is a difference? After removing the S2 element from S1, whatever that is left over, those values are going to be gets coming. I'll show you once. Have a look at this one. For example, S1 is having some elements like, let us say this, guys, I'm writing in a sequential order, but internally what order it will take, it does not matter with that. S2 is equals to nothing but we have some values like 10, 20, 30, 50 actually, guys. Just an example, S1 is having 10, 20, 30, 40. Whereas S2 is going to be having 10, 20, 30, 50, we have it actually, guys. Now, if I do S1 intersection S2, the result is going to be nothing but the common elements actually, guys. Order may not be the same actually, guys. I can't say that same order will come. Union, we know it actually, guys. It is going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 will come actually. But we know this, guys. What is S1 difference S2, S2 difference S1? If I say S1 minus S2, it is 20, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30 is eliminated. If I said S1 difference S2, the result is going to be nothing but what is left over in S1, which is going to be nothing but 40 actually, guys. But whenever I said S2 difference of which is going to be S1, then the result is going to be nothing but what is left over in S2 after removing the element from the S1. Then the result we know that it is 50 actually, guys. Got the point, guys? So it is going to be nothing but the intersection, union, and it is going to be difference actually, guys. And if you remember the concept of like which is going to be something like an hope you remembered actually, guys, subset and supersets actually. You know what is meaning of subset and supersets actually, guys? If one set is also a part of another set, like for example, we know that S1 is having some elements like 10, 20, 30. Let us say that we have a 40 is there. S2 is having some elements like we have 10, 20, we have a 30, 40 and 50 is there, or 60 is there. Now if you can see, S2 is containing the S1. So S1 is nothing but a subset of S2. And S2 is going to be nothing but a superset of S1. What is S2? S2 is a superset of S1. S2 contains all the elements of S1. So if you want to check whether S1 is a subset, S2 is a subset, we have a method is there actually, guys. S1 dot, we have a method called as an is subset of S2. Is we are asking S1 is a subset of S2. It is going to return true or a false actually, guys. So you know that is subset and is superset, you are asking, you are checking whether this set is a subset of S2, whether the S2 is a subset of S1. It is returning something like a true or false. In this case, S1 is a subset of S2, no, so returns true actually, guys. Now reverse order. I want to check whether S2 is a superset actually, guys. So it is E superset of S1. Then also it is going to return true or a false case. S1 is not a superset of S2. and S2 is not the subset of S1 actually, guys. Because S2 contains all the elements of S1, but S1 does not contains all the elements of S2 actually. So a little bit mathematics, guys. Don't think that, sir, we learned a long back ago. It's just like a refreshment class. You maybe learned a long back ago. Intersection, union, it's a difference actually, guys. In mathematics, we call it as a minus. Here we are going to call it as a difference is there. Do you remember, guys, anybody, what is meaning of a disjoint? Anybody, guys? Do you remember, guys, what is meaning of a disjoint actually, guys?
No, Vamsi.
Disjoint is nothing but whenever two sets don't have any common values, then the two sets are nothing but what we call it as a disjoint sets actually. Like for example, A is having some elements like 10, 20, 30, 40. And whenever we are having B is having an elements like, which is going to be 50, 60, 70, 70, 80. Now, what about the A intersection B actually, guys? In mathematics, I'm writing it actually. A intersection B is going to be nothing but it's an empty actually, guys. That means there is no common values are there. So if you want, then the A and B is nothing but what we call it as a disjoint sets actually. Disjoint sets actually. Okay. So if you want to test, we can test it actually, guys. It is A dot is disjoint of, which is going to be nothing but it's a B actually. So it is going to tell you whether it is true or whether it is false actually. So see, guys, is disjoint, is subset, is superset. They will only checks out whether it is a subset and superset or whether it is going to be a kind of a disjoint actually. Yeah, it's a negation actually, guys. It's an opposite. It's a negation. It's a negation actually. Intersection is nothing but which is a common values will be there. Disjoint means nothing but which do not have any common values. Which have common values, which do not have the common values. That's it actually, guys. Okay. So just we can play with the things. We can just play with the things actually. Just you can also do by yourself actually, guys. I think 1 or 2 days back, maybe you may be having a little bit confusion to understand them actually. But now you got a little bit control on all these topics actually. It is going to be 10, 20, which is going to be 30 and 50 actually, guys. If you want, I can show you once again. S1, S2 actually, guys. S1 is having 10, 20, 30, 40. S2 is having 10, 20, 30, 50. So how do you do it actually, guys? S1 union S2. Very simple, guys. Returns the union of the sets as a new set. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And you know that S1 union S2, S2 union S1, both of them are going to be same only, guys. There is no change in the output. Same as it is, what is intersection actually, guys? Intersection of S2. Returns the intersection of two sets as a new set actually. S1 intersection S2 is going to be 10, 20, 30. Even S2 intersection S1 is also going to be same result only. No change in the output. But what about the difference actually, guys? Difference is nothing but minus. We have a function is there, method is there actually, guys. Difference of S2. You can see very clearly, guys. What is difference will return? Return the difference of two or more sets as a new set. It is going to be S2 actually, guys. That means what we have to do, guys, S1 minus S2. So S2 should be eliminated from S1. What is there in the S1? After removing the S2 from S1, what is left over in S1, guys? Don't think that S1 difference S2 means it is S1 is removed from S2. No, guys. It's S2 removed from S1. So what is left over in S1, which is going to be 40 is the result actually. But when you do S2 difference S1, then the reference is going to be nothing but difference output, guys. So we know that A union B and B union is the same associative property. A intersection B and B intersection is the same, but A minus B, B minus A is not the same case actually. Same as it is, we have S1 and S2 actually, guys. Here, S1 is not a subset of S2. S1 is not the subset of S2, guys. What is meaning of subset? All elements must be there. So all elements of S1 is not there in S2. All the elements of S2 is not there in the S1 actually. So S1 is not a subset. S2 is not a subset. None of them is a superset actually, guys. S1 dot, which is going to be, I'm asking, guys, is. You can see there, guys. Is disjoint, is subset, is superset. Is S1 is a superset of S2. Returns whether this set contains another set. You know, superset means it contains another set. It is subset means this set is part of another set actually. So S1 is a subset of superset of S2. It's a false. Is S1 is a subset of which is S2. Returns whether other set contains this set actually, guys. It is going to be, none of them is going to be true, guys. Even S1 intersection S2, is it is a disjoint actually, guys. They are not disjoints actually, because there are some intersection common values are there, guys. All of them are returning false actually, guys. But if you want to return true, you know what we have to do it actually, guys. S1 equals to 10, 20, 30, 40 is already there. S2 is equal to nothing but, otherwise I'll do one thing, guys. S2 is equivalent to, let us say it is, sorry. S2 is equal to 10, 20, 30, which is a 40, 50, 60, 70 actually, guys. Just an idea about that. S1 is this one, guys. S2 is this one. Now, whatever the elements of S1 is there, all elements are there here, guys. That is 10, it is 20, it is 30, and it is 40. So here S1 is called as a subset of S2. Now you can ask, is S1 is a subset of, is it is a subset of S2? Yes, it is a subset of S2. Is S1 is a superset? No, it is not a superset actually, guys. It is not a superset of S2 actually. But S2 is a superset of, which is going to be nothing but, it's a superset of S1 actually, guys. That is the idea of how we are working with. And how to say that it's a disjoint actually, guys. S1 is equals to, I said 10, 20, 30, 40. Whereas S2 is equals to, let us say 50, 60, 70, and 80 actually, guys. If you can observe carefully, there is no common values, guys. S1 intersection with S2 is going to be nothing but, there are empty list actually, guys. You can see empty list is coming. Then whenever there is no common values between S1 and S2, there is no intersection values, guys. Union I can do, guys, but intersection I can't. Intersection is empty. So whenever there is no common values, then S1 and S2 are basically what we are going to call it as a disjoint functions, what the disjoint sets, what we are going to call it as actually, guys. We have a number of methods actually, guys. If you remember in list concepts, first day I taught you 3 methods. Second day I taught you another 3 methods. After that, I have discussed about the remaining 1 or 2 methods. I have been discussed about the 3 or 4. I think first class it is 4, second class it is 3, and next class it is 3. I have been got discussed. But today, how many methods we discussed actually, guys? Add. We have been seen about a clear. These are common methods actually, guys. Remove, discard, pop. Now intersection, union, minus, which is going to be the difference actually, guys. Is subset, is superset, is disjoint. So almost all we are having somewhere around 11 or 12 methods we have been got discussed, guys. Like that, we are going to be the same methods only, guys. If you see them, I told you no, I don't have anything to hide from you. Add, clear, copy, I told you guys, I don't discuss about that. Difference I already explained, guys. Difference underscore update, I'll explain it. Difference underscore update, slightly difference is there, guys. Discard, intersection underscore update is there, guys. Is disjoint, is subset, is superset, pop, remove. We have something called as a symmetric difference actually, guys. I'll tell you guys what is meaning of a symmetric difference. Nothing is there. Symmetric difference is going to be nothing but it is A minus B union B minus A. That is what we call it as symmetric difference actually, guys. You know what is the difference actually, guys? Difference you already know about that. Difference means which is going to be A minus B or B minus A. What do you mean to say symmetric difference actually, guys? Symmetric difference, what we are going to call it as. It is going to be nothing but the union between A minus B union, it's a B minus A. So what is output actually, guys? The elements which are there in A but not in B, the elements which are B but not in A, that is going to be nothing but what we call it as a symmetric difference actually, guys. Okay, mathematically it is what we call it as symmetric difference. Symmetric difference underscore update will be also there. It is symmetric difference underscore update is also there actually, guys. S1 dot, if I say S1 dot, you can see it actually, guys. Symmetric underscore difference underscore update will be there actually, guys. Okay, I'll tell you, if you know symmetric difference, understanding symmetric difference, update is also same actually, guys. Union, and we have an update is there. Nothing difference is there, guys. Just there are going to be just a small extension. You know, intersection underscore update. You know, difference underscore update. Union, it is actually union underscore update actually, guys. This update is actually they given as a name as update actually, guys, but is indirectly it is union underscore update actually. And we have a discard and we have a we have a symmetric difference. We have a symmetric difference underscore update is there. Just 5 minutes it will take it actually, guys. Tomorrow I'll just explain the concept because already 10:35. So I'll take up in the tomorrow's class, and tomorrow I'll finish off this one, as well as there is a one more concept called as a dictionary objects actually, guys. We'll complete off that particular dictionary objects, and then we'll think about like that will complete off your basic data structures, guys. Then what is the next level? What is the next concept? We have to discuss it actually, guys. Okay. So that's it. I'm ending the session for today, guys. We'll end up the session for today. If you have any questions, we can discuss it, guys. Anyone, guys? Do you have any questions?
Like, why don't we have these options for list also?
Basically, once if we have it for the list, because list is going to be accept multiple values, it will take it. So it's an all predefined classes actually, guys. It's going to be all about the predefined classes only. So they given the functionality, we have to use as it is. So if the same functionality is given by all the single object, then we don't really require them actually. So set is going to be one kind of like mathematical operations you want to do that. So why don't you have it as a set object means, for example, if I put it for the list object also. So list is going to be gets contain multiple values, duplicate values will be there. So there slicing and indexing is allowed. Here slicing and indexing is not allowed. So it's going to be functional distribution they have been gotten actually. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Machine, yeah. I like machine learning. Machine learning will still takes a lot of time. Don't worry about that. Actually, in the evening 8 p.m. it will still take another 10 more days to start with machine learning, because core Python should be completed, NumPy, Pandas, data visualizations. These are the prerequisites to start with the machine learning. So all these topics will take around 40-45 days. After that, machine learning will start. Okay. Fine. These are all prerequisites. Whatever you're learning is a prerequisites. Fine. Right, guys. What will be the next topic? Next topic is going to be, before going for the next topic, we'll see what are the other IDEs are there. We don't work with this IDLE anymore because it becomes more complicated in the coming classes. So we have a different IDEs are there. So how to install them, which IDE we prefer. And even we are going to be using something called as a Jupyter notebooks. I use a Jupyter notebooks actually. So how to set up the Jupyter environment, that will be almost all one day it will take it. And then normally like a common programming language, conditional statement, control statements, if and for statements, that common things will be there. And after that, we have some classes like string classes. We have something called as in comprehensions, functions topic. Those are some of the core concepts of Python what we have to discuss. It may be another one more week, it will complete off, guys. Okay. Fine, guys. We'll end up the session for today, guys. And please attend the, I think, who has been joined lately. And one more thing, guys, please, if you want to take up the course, some people has been joined lately. So please get registered. I think you can have all the following, the payment procedures and all these things, so that you can get all the access to the drives, all the backup sessions, links, videos will be coming. You need not to wait for the backup sessions also. So you can go through the videos and you can take up the particular classes also. So please complete off all your payment procedures and all these things. We are just closing the batch by end of this week, guys. We are just closing up. We are not going to add up no more. If anybody add ups also, it's only their interest only. We don't take any backups and all these things from the next coming week actually. So that's it, guys. We'll arrange a backup session based on your discussion. I'll discuss with the participants one. I'll discuss with all of you, and I'll arrange it actually. Right. Anyone, guys? Any more questions we have?
Sir, I have a question of yesterday's index question.
Yes, yes.
Sir, actually we have taken some element x is equals to 20, 30, 40, 50, and then we find the least value.
We'll find the least value. Okay. Minimum is a function what we have it actually.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Minimum is a function. Directly you can find out what is the minimal value. Do you want to know what is the minimal value, or do you want to know where is the minimal value?
Sir, actually, it's count where the place of the
Yes.
least value. But sir, here, sir, two
Not
numbers
least
are
value.
there, sir. X.
Not least values actually. It is going to be wherever it finds the first occurrence, it is going to returns that. Okay, your point is correct. It's saying that wherever it is going to be the minimal value, that means wherever it finds the first occurrence, it is going to tell you that particular index. It is going to tell you about that. So what is your elements you have? If you give an idea, what are the elements you want to take?
So 20, 34.
Okay. 20, 34.
Sir, your
okay.
example here.
I didn't remember yesterday's values now. Okay, 20, 34. Any just tell me some ideas about that. Okay, 40, 12, 16, 18. Okay, some 12 again one more time. Let us say 6, 8, 16. Okay, let us say 42 and something like an 8 for example. Okay, shall I take these values for example? Okay,
Okay, sir.
now tell me what is your requirement now? Index is
Sir,
going to tells you like for example, I'm asking 16. Where is that particular 16 index is there? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 5, 6, 7. It is an 8, 9, 10, and 11. So where is the, it will start from the 0 index actually. Where is the first 16 was there actually? It is there at the 4. It will return the 4 as the value. Did you got it?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is your question now?
Sir, if we find, sir, x dot index
Okay.
to an
2. First value is going to be 16.
yes, sir.
Okay. Next value is nothing but where to start your search. By default, it will start searching from the 0 here only. For example, if I start searching from 7, now can you tell me it is going to start from the 7 here now? It will start searching from here now. Now tell me where is the first occurrence of 16 is there now actually? It is there here now, right? So what is an index? It is going to be there now. Yes, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is output now? Where is the 16 is there? Whenever I start searching from 7 here now. Where is index is there?
9.
9. It's going to return the 9 as an output actually. So where you want to start searching, that is going to be the searching criteria here now. If I don't specify anything, it starts from searching from here itself.
Okay, sir.
Okay. For example, if I said x dot, for example, if I said index of, if I said 16 comma, for example, 5 comma 8, if I say, just an example I'm talking about, then can you tell me what is meaning of 5 comma 8 now? Search for 16. Where to start your searching now? Start from the 5th index, right? From here. And where you have to go up to there, up to 8. It's not up to 8. It is before the 8 only. That means only it is going to search for 16 only in these 3 elements only. So do you have the 16 in these particular 3 elements now?
Okay, sir. No, sir.
No. Then we are going to get an error.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So where you want to search. If I don't specify anything, it will start from beginning. It goes up to the last. If I specify the starting index, only from the starting index up to the last. Here, if I specify both of them starting as well as ending, but 5 is included, 8 is going to be excluded. So it will search only for 3 indexes, 5, 6, and 7. In these 3 indexes, it will, in these 3 elements, it finds the 16, it returns maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 7. Otherwise, we'll get an error actually.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fine. So thanks for today, guys, and we'll meet up in the tomorrow's class. Thank you a lot, guys. Hi, good evening, all of you guys. Hope all of you can hear me.
So good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Right, guys. So, guys, let's continue from the last session, guys. Just give me a second. Yeah. So, guys, in the last session, we have been started with something about the list. What is actually a list? We have been got discussed. List is going to be nothing but it's going to be what we are going to call it as an a mutable object. What we are going to call it as actually, guys. Okay. So list is going to be a kind of an mutable object. Just give me a second, guys. Just a minute once. Guys, anyone has been joined for the today's class? Today is your first class. Is anyone is there, guys? I think I can see some names. Yes, Syed. I think today I will join the first class, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Have you attended any workshops of mine?
Not yet. This is
Not yet.
first one.
First person. Okay, okay. Any others, guys? Chirag Shah, I think I can see some name, Venkat. So that I can just tell you guys like what has been happened. I can just tell you about that.
Hi Vamsi, this
Yes,
is
sir.
Venkat. I have been attending your classes from the beginning.
Beginning. Okay, okay, fine. Okay. Oh, Venkat means we have
Venkat from Optum.
Venkat from okay.
From US.
Okay, from US, right? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Okay. Fine, guys. Okay. So, guys, if anybody has been joined for the today's class, just let me explain, guys. We have just started a couple of weeks before. Just a part of introduction was happened, and it's an only introduction part only. As I already told you that I'm going to take a backup session for the people who has been joined lately, because more number of people has been got joined lately. So I'll take a backup session. And apart from that, I started with the basics of Python only, guys. So if you really already have an idea about Python, you can understand it, but no worries. Just we can understand the things, guys, because Python is a very easy and simple language to learn. Don't worry about the whatever the classes you have been got missed. So either you will be getting a recorded videos or I'll take up a backup session depending on your requirement, guys. Okay, fine. So guys, we have been started with something called as a list, which is going to be what we discussed about is list is nothing but a mutable object actually, guys. What is this term called as a mutable? Mutable is nothing but what we are going to call it as an which can be modified, which we can modify actually, guys. So today we created a list. We can add up some elements. What is first of all list actually, guys? A mutable object, which is going to be contains a collection of some kind of an. It is going to be some kind of an heterogeneous values actually, guys. It is going to be heterogeneous data or heterogeneous elements. What we can say about that. So how to create a list also we have been got discussed. So repeating almost all from 3-4 days, we are repeating all the basics. So list is created just by enclosing the values within the square brackets actually, guys, and which can be modified. We can add the elements, we can remove the elements, whatever you want, we can do it actually. And we are currently discussing about what are the methods associated with the list actually, guys. Method is nothing but it's a kind of a function which is associated only with that particular object. It's a concept of object-oriented programming, guys. So the methods are going to be, I told you some methods, like some of the methods which are used to remove the elements actually, guys. Once again, quickly, clear. Yesterday we have already discussed about that remove, and it is going to be pop actually, guys. So clear will remove all the elements. Remove will remove only the required value, and that too only the first occurrence only. Pop is basically based on the index actually. If you want to add the elements actually, guys, yesterday we discussed about 3 methods we have been got discussed. One is going to be, we have been seen about the append method. And apart from that, we have been seen about the insert, and we have been seen about an extend method actually, guys. Append and insert is almost all the similar with a slight difference actually, guys. The difference is append will add the elements only at the last. Insert is going to be at the required index. Before the index, we can add up them actually. I told you the difference between extend and the append method. Slightly difference actually, guys. Extend is basically used to append individual elements, whereas the append is going to be appends, which is going to be all the elements at a time actually. Slowly we'll study. We already studied about those particular applications. For example, if I say x is equals to 10, 20, 30, 40, for example, I told you the difference actually, guys. When I said x dot append of, which is going to be if I said 50 comma 60, we cannot append 50 comma 60 individually, guys. If I append the 50 comma 60, then the result is going to be something like this, guys. 10, 20, 30, 40. It won't append 50 and 60 as an individual values actually. This is how it is going to be gets appended actually. A list inside a list will be appended. Same example if I said extend method actually, guys. If a same example, if I extend method by using 50 comma 60, then there are going to be individually they will be appended actually, guys. Individual means the result is going to be 10, 20, 30, which is 40, 50 and 60 actually, guys. Because right now you don't know what is meaning of an iterable concept actually. Actually, this extend is going to take an input as an iterable object. Right now we don't know what is an iterable object. For the timing, skip some points actually. Slowly we'll add up the things actually. So clear, remove, pop is already discussed. Append and extend and the append, extend and which is inside we have been discussed. And already we discussed about a method, what we are going to call it as an account method. Count is basically used to count how many times a particular value appeared in the list actually. So how many times a value is existing in a list. If you want to count in, simply the list dot, which is going to be a count, and give the value whatever the value you want to count. How many times this value occurred in the list, it is going to tell you 3 times, 4 times, 0 times. If it is not there, we are going to get a 0 value actually, guys. Okay. So quickly, guys, just quickly 2 minutes, I'll just complete off that. So this is going to be the ideal I'm opening here, where I'm going to write all the Python script and the Python code, what I'm going to be writing it actually, guys. So who has been, guys, once again, who has been joined lately? So don't worry. I will take a backup session to cover all the previous topics, what we have been already, you have been lost. Okay, have a look at this one technique, guys. Otherwise, we'll be sharing the backup sessions. The videos will be there. Nowadays, everybody is doing the same thing, guys. They were sharing the video files, the recording video, so that you can just go through the videos and we can cover the previous topics. No worries. I'm going to take a backup session for that. Okay, have a look at this one, guys. X is equivalent to nothing but it is going to be 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is going to be the elements what I have been added actually. X dot append of, if I said 50 comma 60, it is not going to be appending the 50 and 60 individually actually, guys. You can see 50 and 60 has been appended like this actually. Now I said X dot append of, which is going to, sorry, if I said extend of, if I said extend of, which is going to be the same technique like 50 comma 60, they are not appended as a single elements actually, guys. They are not appended as a single element. 50 separately, 60 separately, it has been appended. So if you append like that, it is going to be what we call it as an append. If you append like that, this is what we are going to call it as extend. What about the insert also actually, guys? Insert is also going to be appends at the given single element only. But we have to specify where you want to append it actually, guys. For example, if I said 2 comma, it is going to be 50 comma 60, then automatically 50 comma 60 will be appended as a single element. Before the second index, it is going to be appended actually, guys. That is what is going to be happening. Yes, Manohar. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Vamshi, in this extend method, it should follow a particular format like, 50 comma 60, or it can be any like 50 plus 60 or something, like how it is going to treat in that case.
50 plus?
50 plus 60.
It's an addition. It will become an addition operation, no?
No, it should be always separated with comma, something.
It's a separate with the commas only.
Okay.
It is separated with the commas only. For example, if I said this is the value, for example, if I said X dot extend of, for example, if I said, as you're saying that it is going to be 50, okay,
space.
50 space.
Space
No,
60.
no, it won't be taken actually, because it's going to be something like an,
okay.
Can you see, perhaps you forgot a comma actually, because it won't accept that actually. Okay, if I do 50 plus 60, it will work actually, but it is going to be works as an addition operator. It is going to becomes actually, it appended, but it appended the result of 50 plus 60 as a 110 is the result it appended actually. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Right, guys. So this is going to be the one of the thing what we can do it actually, guys. Now, up to now, whatever the methods we have been seeing, guys, like insert, append, extend, clear, remove, pop, All these are very, very simple methods actually, guys. Anybody can just learn it actually. Now, it's not a complicated function, but compare with the previous function, the next function which I'm going to discuss is a little bit complicated work actually, guys. Little bit complicated. That is going to be nothing but, let me do one thing, guys. I have some x is going to be there, which is having some elements like 10, 20, 30, 40, just an example, 40, 50, 60, let us say 70, 80, 90 actually, this 80, 90, 100, for example, total I take 100 elements, sorry, 10 elements. Now what I said actually, guys, x dot index, the method name is going to be, guys, it is an index method actually, guys. What is this index method will do actually, guys? Index method is going to tell you the difference between count and index is count will tell you how many times that particular value has been occurred. The number of times the value is occurred. Index is going to tell you where that particular value has been found, at which index I have been found actually. Like for example, if I said which is going to be, I said for example, guys, 50. You know the index now, guys, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So obviously it is going to tell you, it is not telling you where is the 50, how many times 50 is available. It is going to tell you like which index I have found at the 50 actually. Obviously we'll expect the answer as, which is going to be nothing but it's a 4. But sir, as you said that, it is a little bit complicated. What is the complexity of this actually, guys? That is, you can specify in between which two indexes I want to search actually, guys. By default, if I don't specify, it will try to search directly starting the searching from 0 and goes up to the last actually. One more thing is, it will only tell you about the first occurrence only. Even 50 is there for one more time. It does not gives you all the occurrences of 50. Only the index of the first occurrence of the given value only it will find it off. But what is the extra thing we are having here is where to start your searching also we can specify, guys. For example, if I said 0, 4, for example, guys, or 0, 3, for example, then what it is going to do is, guys, you know what is 0, 3, guys? 0 means starting, 3 means which is going to be stopping. And throughout the Python, we discussed actually, guys, this is going to be not included. This is excluded, guys. That means it is going to check only the indexes between 0, 1 and 2, sorry, 0, 1 and 2 only it will search. It won't search for the third index actually, guys. That means in between these three indexes only, it will search out where is the 50 is going to be there. Being the 50 was not there, it is going to throw an error actually, guys. If it is not there, it is going to throw the error actually. So by default, if I don't specify anything, it will start with the first index and goes up to the last index. Wherever the given value is there, it will tell you the index. But there is an extra option is there where to start your searching. For example, if I said actually the 50 is there at the fourth index actually, guys. For example, if I say I want to start searching from fifth index actually, so it will start searching from the fifth index, it will find out. Do you find the 50 in the next elements? No, you will get an error actually. If it is there, it is going to give you the value actually, guys. Okay, so it's a little bit a complicated way because it is going to be taking totally 3 parameters actually, guys. It's taking 3 parameters, it is taking it actually, guys. Up to now, we have been seen. Clear does not take any parameters, guys. No arguments, it will take it. Remove and pop is going to take 1 argument actually, guys. Remove will take 1 argument. Pop also will take only 1 argument only. Next one. Append is also going to take 1 argument only. And insert is going to take 2 arguments actually, guys. Index and the object. And even the extend is also going to be tells you takes only 1 argument only, it will take it, which is an iterable objective. But whenever we talk about a count, count also returns takes only one input only, which is nothing but a value it is taking. But see the index actually, guys. Index will take 3 arguments, guys. Value, whatever the value you want to return, whatever the value you want to search. Return the first index of the given value. Wherever it finds the index, it is going to tell you actually, guys. Starting is going to be 0. See the stopping actually, guys. A very, 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 very large number actually, guys. A very large number. If I don't specify, it will start with 0 and goes up to the last element. Almost a very huge number it is taking it actually, guys. Now let us talk about x dot index of I want to search for 40 actually, guys. Where is the 40 is there in between 0 to the last element? It will start with 0 and goes up to the last element. Index is going to be nothing but it's a fourth element. We know that index is 3 actually, guys. Your index is going to be 3 actually. But if I said x0 index of 40, I said that I want to search only between 0 and, let us say that only the third index only. Third is not included actually, guys. When I said 0, 3, it only search for 0, 1 and 2 only. In these particular 3 elements, is the 40 is there. We are asking, please find out the index of 40 in between 0 to 3. I didn't find any such kind of a 40. Sorry guys,